companies discuss reaching younger audience, many often lump Gen Z and millennials into the same group and create one campaign strategy that they believe fits both groups. Sure, many millennials and Gen Zers are considered young adults. Not to mention, both generations are highly connected to technology and the internet. With these similarities in mind, it might seem effective and cost-efficient to run one campaign aimed at both generations. But is this really the right move? 1. They have different attitudes about technology and money. Understanding the era and age group grows up in can help you identify generational commonalities like motivations, spending or saving habits, or pain points that they all share. 2 things that different each generation's childhood era include technology and the economy. The most obvious difference between the eras each generation was raised in is in the presence of technology. Millennials grew up using DVD players, giant personal computers, cell phones with tiny screens, and dial-up internet. At that time, we thought these technology were groundbreaking. Now, most children and teens within Gen Z have access to iPads, smartphones, endless Wi-Fi, or streaming service that put our prized DVD players to shame. Many members of this generation might also grow up in households with early smart home technology. Economy. Millennials and Gen Z also have different attitudes around money. While they both care about their finance and invest in things that can improve their careers, like higher education, both generations are known for improving on financial habits of past generations. However, millennials put their money into buying more products or services that will give them a positive experience, while Gen Z is more focused on saving and practical products. 2. Gen Z is more likely to make mobile purchases. By now, you might know that both of these generations are heavily connected to the internet and social media. While millennials watch the internet develop, Gen Z has used it since a very young age. 3. Both spend a lot of time on social media, but the platforms they use are quite different. Millennials pay attention to ads for a longer amount of time. Attention is getting shorter and shorter. While millennials will pay attention to content for 12 seconds, Gen Z will only stay focused on it for 8 seconds. When it comes to Gen Z, video is the way to go. Short-form videos are perfect for the social media platforms. Gen Z engage with and video has a high chance of being watched until the end, when done correctly. Follow these 7 tips and you will be on your way to creating great content that will grab attention and keep it. Aim for under 2 minutes. Keep in mind that Gen Z switch between 5 devices. The objective is to communicate the message in the least period of time while maintaining brand messaging. Tell a story. The best way to connect with Gen Z is by telling a story. Stories are how we connect with one another. So use this to your advantage. Clean visuals. This one goes without saying, but make sure your visuals are on point. No one wants to watch a shaky, dark, and blurry video. Hire a video production agency so your visuals are clear and of high quality. Add subtitles. Gen Z is scrolling through social media on their phones with the sound off. Vertical video. Gen Z is more likely to watch videos on their phones, and when it comes to social media, vertical video has a 5% higher chance of being watched to completion than horizontal. Love it or hate it, vertical video is here to stay. Use hashtags. Hashtags connect your brand with new audience, thus increasing your reach. They also help you tap into trends, which is especially important for short-form videos because they can quickly become outdated. But be careful not to overdo this. Use 1 or 3 hashtags per post so as not to look spammy, and make sure they are relevant to your video and brand. Include a CTA. A call to action is essential for short-form videos because you need to give the viewer a next step. It can be as simple as asking them to follow your social media accounts. The important thing is that you include a CTA so the viewer knows what to do next and how they can stay up to date with your content. 5. Both generations purchase less than past generations. A common myth about millennials and Gen Z is that both generations are financially illiterate. 6. They have different career motivations. One thing that both generations have in common is that they have placed importance on investing in school or skill training. How to market to each generation. Marketing campaign for millennials. By now, you might be most familiar with marketing to millennials. Luckily, they are also a great generation to market to. They are on the most prominent social media networks today and prefer to consume multiple different styles of multimedia content, from videos to podcasts. Marketing campaign for Gen Z. To successfully persuade Gen Z to buy your product, you will want to make content that quickly cuts to the chase and explain what your product will provide value for them. As mentioned above, Gen Z loves to use video to learn about products and also spends most of their online time on their mobile phones. So be sure to leverage short-form video formatting and mobile-optimized content in your campaigns. You'll also want to zone in on the neat social media platforms that they commonly use, such as Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, or Snapchat. If you are not on one of these platforms, but still want to gain brand awareness there, consider sponsoring an influencer who knows the audience and create content that discusses your product. Marketing campaign for Gen Z and millennials. If you absolutely can't budget pinpoint campaigns for millennials and Gen Z, but now you want to market to young adults, focus on the gaps of both generations by creating a campaign for 18 to 34 years old. This will allow you to zone in on young and slightly older adults that can actually make purchasing decisions.